Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Hey, welcome to Steve Davis Show. Special guest today is Nick Lorenzo of the Albuquerque Bull Snakes, and I'm happy you're here.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks for having me.
Give us a little bit of Reader's Digest about the Albuquerque Bull Snakes and what. Give me the whole scenario of how it happened and why Albuquerque.
Well, I've been trying to buy the rights of operating an ABA franchise for some time. And at the time I was living in Los Angeles, you see Los Angeles is a very competitive market. So I decided not to do that in 2014. Then, as a family, we made a decision to move to Albuquerque, to New Mexico. Then I thought, well, maybe that's the right opportunity now because, the market was open. We have, a great, college basketball team on the Lobos, but we don't have a professional team in Albuquerque now. So I decided that was the right time to establish, a professional basketball franchise in Albuquerque.
Well, explain what ABA. I mean, I'm acting like I'm a rookie, which I am on this, so I haven't done no preparation. So just let me kind of give me the background of it.
Well, the ABA is one of the greatest leagues. I mean, it's the biggest professional basketball league in the world in terms of size. Obviously, it's not a well-funded league like the NBA, etc. But it's a huge league. I mean, it's in different continents. In the U.S. we have 150 teams playing in the ABA. On our division, the Far West Division, we have 23 teams, and probably we'll have 25 come next season. And before the NBA, there was the ABA. Dr. J played on the ABA. They had some legal issues to deal with the NBA. In the 70s, they disappeared from the map and they came back again in 1999. It's much stronger. It's an exciting basketball that we offer in the very affordable, family entertainment. That's what this ABA is.
Well, I know I went to the exhibition game. That was probably three, 4 weeks ago.
Yes, 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, and in the word entertainment, it was very entertaining. I was very impressed for the amount of people that came on such a short notice without, it was very, like I said, I enjoyed it. It was fun. And
oh, thank you.
Got a great coach. I mean,
Mike Houston, yes.
Mike Houston, and how did that come about?
Well, the season, the official regular season starts in November. Okay, so we have all this time from now till November to build up some excitement in the community. We believe without the support of this community, we will not be successful. So we are, playing what we call the community charity games. What we do is 50% of all the proceeds we collect from the game, we donate to the school where we play, the high school where we play, and to a non-profit organization. 3 weeks ago, we donated some money to La Cueva High School volleyball program, and the rest we donate to the YMCA of Central New Mexico, which is 2 partners of ours. So that's where we go. We're going to do this every month. Our next game will be on the 31st at La Cueva against the Real Hoops of New Mexico. Then we're going to go to Rio Rancho High School. We're going to have 2 games there, one on the 6th and the other one on the 27th. And in May, we're going to be in Gallup to play also an exhibition game, which is just going to also be a community charity game.
Talk about the players. I mean, that's interesting. You know, I don't, mostly local or in the area. Is that correct?
Not mostly. They are all from the area. They are all from Albuquerque. And one of the points I made at the beginning of this franchise is that I want to have local talent. If we want to be identified as a New Mexico team, we're going to bring people from New Mexico, people from Albuquerque. If you look at our roster, everybody has roots somehow in New Mexico. You know, we have players that were born somewhere else, but they're going through school here. We have an ex-Lob on our roster, which is Devin Williams. So it's a New Mexico team through and through. And we made a great effort. I mean, obviously, you know, you might have some limitation, but we try to bring the best. The roster is not closed yet. There is more players that will going to be playing with us. We're still in conversation with a couple of ex-Lobo players, and we believe they're going to be part of the team pretty soon.
Well, I know when I went to the game, it was, you know, very local, and yes. And what I say about entertaining. So let's talk about entertaining. If you like offense, okay, okay, I guess that's. I mean, there's some people that like defense and deal, but if you like to be entertained and see offensive skills and up and down the court and transition and dunks and 3-point shots and speed, then that's what you're going to get.
Yes, I mean, if you want all this that you just mentioned, you gotta come see an ABA game. It's a purely offensive type of league. Okay, if you look at the scores at ABA, I mean, it's always 80, 90, 100 points every game because it's an offensive type of game we put. That's why we call, you know, the most entertainment and exciting basketball on earth, because it's really, you know, it's you know, back and forth, it's shooting. I mean, there is defense, but it's not
defense to score.
Yeah,
defense to score.
Absolutely. And the type of players you see on the ABA are, you know, purely offensive players. You know, if you look at our team, I mean, it's the same. You know, the guards are the ones really driving the game, if you will. I mean, it's a very fast pace and really, really exciting. I mean, I will invite everyone to go to our game, the next game on the 31st at La Cueva. I mean, they will see pure entertainment, pure offensive basketball. That's really what we drive for.
Well, Nick, we're going to go to the Dream Style Top 10 Plays of the Week and come back and talk more about the Albuquerque Bull Snakes.
Absolutely.
Long three by Bates, yes! Antonio throws it away. Alejandro Yeyoki spins. Fine. Jalante Gray, here comes Mon. Send it in, Jalen.
Leave Terry wide open. Look at this from Mohammed all the way on a spin.
Drive back at the other end, beautifully done. That's the age-old question. Here's Manzano. He's being worked on by Nakai Smith. Manzano going all the way to the basket.
Smith says, "Give me that." Here's Munn, and he'll throw it.
Three to play. Deathridge looks up. He's been clutch all year. Is he going to get one off? He does, and he cans it. Nothing but ice through the veins of Jake Deathridge.
Gets it back. Mohammed alley-oop to Munn. You're not going to score really with .6 here unless Damina Lovato
and you
knocks
know,
us down.
And I'll.
Oh, he got it! And I guess it was worth it.
A great call.
Unbelievable by Damina Lovato.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Hey, welcome back to the Steve Davis Show. We got Nick Lorenzo. Close?
Lorenzo.
Okay, and I'm probably not going to get that correct. Okay,
No worries.
I'll keep working on it. I am coachable though, so we'll see if I can get it through. But you know, you are the owner and president of the American Basketball Association, Albuquerque Bull.
Correct. Bull Snakes.
And what led you to, what was your idea? I mean, you have you've been all over the world. I mean, and why basketball? I guess that's an.
Well,
did you play or did you?
Well, I play, but I'm a sports person. I've been playing sports since I was very, very, very young. My first sports love was, soccer. We call it football in other parts of the world.
Right.
But that's a different story. So when I was 14, I was playing with guys that were, 18, 20 years of age. So in soccer, so that was good. But, that lasts for 3 years. Then I moved to a sport which is called team handball. It's a huge sport in Europe. Team handball. Think about, water polo without water. That was the team. I was, very good at that sport. I made my national team debut. I traveled to Europe, playing the team handball. Then, I went to school, I went to college, and then I started playing a little bit of basketball. But as you can tell by my size, I wouldn't be ever successful in basketball. But I played a little bit, and sport is something that I really love. Every Sundays I am, watching soccer. During the week, I'm tuning on the NBA. I love it. So and I have a background in business. I have had a few small business. And I decided I want to change. I want to have a different kind of business. Sport just was a natural thing to go. But, you start looking around. I mean, you have to see what sport is more affordable for you to buy a franchise. And the ABA seems like a good fit for me. It's a minor league. It was an investment that I could face, and I decided to buy a franchise in ABA, and I believe was the right decision. I believe we can be successful in this community. I believe this community need a basketball team, a professional level basketball team, because there is a void there, and I hope we can be successful. There were other teams before us, and they had some level of success, and we want to do better. And one of the things that we want to do much better is, being closer to the community. This is why it's very important now that we put together this community charity games. We want to give back to the community. We want the support of the community, and they will only give us their support if we actually show that we care about this community. That's where we are at this point.
And you really want the community to get involved. And
I do.
How? I mean, you kind of talked about the charity games, and you already gave the La volleyball team the state champions of La Cueva. You picked a good team.
Congratulations, La Cueva, yes.
And
wasn't designed this way, but why?
It worked out for
Yeah.
you. But so kind of go in detail with that.
Well, obviously, we don't have a budget that we could just hand over $10,000 to a charity, to a nonprofit, to a school. However, we can help in creating more awareness about, certain programs. This nonprofit, this community organization, they help to improve the life in Albuquerque and in New Mexico. and we expose them to our audience on each game, it's good for them. Any type of awareness, towards those organizations, it's good for them. And in exchange, I mean, we just want them to help us to disseminate our information to their database. There's a huge organization when you talk about the YMCA, when you talk about the Heart Foundation that also will partner with us. We're gonna have them as one of the benefit of our donation on our next game on the 31st in La Cueva. So every awareness toward these causes are very good. They're very open, and we want to invite any community groups out there, any schools that want to partner with us. It doesn't cost any money to those organizations, and they are all welcome. Our goal is to have 50 community partners before the official season begins.
How do they get a hold of you?
Well, they should.
Or who do they contact, I guess?
Well, they can contact me directly. I can give my phone number. They can go to our website, which is gobullsnakes.com, gobullsnakes.com. They're going to find information there. They're going to find my phone number. They can call me directly so we can start the conversation.
And it really doesn't, it's just more, what do you expect from them, from your partners?
Well, what they all we expect is that, for example, if you look at our website, we have the YMCA Central New Mexico logo on our website. That's what we do. We exchange logos. So to make this partnership credible, to make this partnership really something serious, is not anything under the radar. I want this to be visible because there is a benefit for the community organization. They get exposed, people, because, there is so many of those organizations out there. Some of them, they're just kind of forgotten, put on the back end. We want to bring those organizations back to the light. The people can actually start, contributing money, effort, or time toward these causes that are very, very important to our community.
Just kind of going back to the first exhibition game, and I don't know the amount of people, but I know that the east side of the gym was, the bottom section was pretty much full.
It was.
And I'm just thinking, if I'm an organization, I'm just looking, I don't know, you can. And I think what were the ticket prices? Let's go with that, and I can work backwards there.
Well, the ticket price, I think it's very affordable. Every people that has been talking to me says it's very affordable. The ticket price is $7 for adults and free for children under 14. So, and then, you have concessions, you have merchandising. So all this money collected at the end of the game, we get the 50% to those community organizations. That's what we do. And when we have, for example, on the past game, the La Cueva volleyball team was one of the beneficiaries, and also the YMCA. So they have YMCA, YMCA can put a booth there, a table there. The Heart Foundation was there. They put a table there just to disseminate more information to the people that were at the game. So that's what they can expect. They can expect their information be on our website. They can expect their information be on our social media channel. That's the way we expose them to the general public and to our fan base.
Well, it was pretty, the game's probably an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Correct.
Right?
1 hour and a half, yes.
Well, the time, you set up and you do it. It's a very, very good, actually, a money maker for the organizations.
Well, it is, and if you look at it, there is no, the organization don't have to spend any dollar amount actually, so that's pretty good. That's very helpful.
Just time and effort and just.
Exactly, and this is something that they're really willing to do. I just met with the executive director of the Heart Foundation yesterday. They're very excited about the partnership. We're exchanging flyers. They're gonna submit the information to their groups at the local level, so we hope to have some of those people going to the games. Just on your question about the amount of people that were at the game, we were expecting less people actually.
No,
that was very good to see that crowd, and that was just the first game. It was very quick. We didn't have a lot of time to really put together the great show we wanted to put together. Second game is going to be different. It's much more organized. We're going to have probably a bigger crowd, and if we go that way, we are sure by the time the season starts, we'll have a packed gym, hopefully.
Well, Nick, we're going to come back and talk more about the Albuquerque Bull Snakes.
High school sports are back. The 2018-19 season kicks off, and you could watch every ProView Network broadcast live on the NFHS network. Every moment, from every game, from every sport, including all NMAA state championships. Get your highly discounted monthly pass now. Go to ProViewNetworks.com and sign up. Watch New Mexico's best.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game.
Hey, welcome back to the Steve Davis Show. We got Nick Lorenzo. I put a little spin. Pretty good. I wanted to slip that by there, but is the president and owner of the Albuquerque Bull Snakes and part of the ABA franchise. You know, you touched on what league are you in? Okay, and what teams will you be playing?
Well, we are obviously on the ABA, American Basketball Association. We are on the Far West Division. We have, as I mentioned at the beginning of this conversation, 23 teams. Right. We're going to be playing in California. They have about 7-8 teams in California. We're going to be playing Colorado, Texas, Arizona, Nevada, Vancouver, Canada, and Washington. Those are the places where we're going to be playing.
Well, so you're going to be traveling a lot. So
we're going to be doing a lot of travels. Unfortunately, we are the only team here in Albuquerque or in New Mexico, so we're going to be doing a lot of away games.
I always got to ask this question because that's what part of my business is on the road. Are those games going to be streamed where you can watch them back in Albuquerque?
Well, this is something that we are working on.
Okay.
At this point, no. We're going to be mostly streaming the home games, but the way we are trying.
Well, I mean, usually the way it works, the home team is responsible.
The home team is responsible for that. Now, I mean,
like with the Gladiators, that's mandatory. So on the road, that they have whoever's the home team is mandatory by the league. Is that?
Yeah. Well, the ABA doesn't have this mandatory requirement for them to stream. Whoever wants to do that, do, because the ABA so far is trying to get a national television contract that has been in the work for some time. Is not there yet, but so teams are not obligated to do that. If they want to do that, we'll do that on our home game. The away game is pretty much out there yet. We don't have an arrangement for that.
Well, this Sunday, if you didn't make it 3 weeks ago, this is another exhibition game.
It is. We're gonna play with a team called Real Hoops. Very good teams. You know, it's composed by a lot of.
We got it right up there on the board there for you.
Yes, that's us exactly. La Cueva. It's gonna be a great game. Those guys are former professional players. They played in Europe. Some of the guys played in the G League and Developmental League of the NBA. So it's going to be a great matchup, and we hope this time we're going to win the game. It's going to be at La Cueva, 3 p.m. It's going to be 2 hours of entertainment. You know, great basketball, and again, very affordable price. And that part of the proceeds will be donated to La Cueva High School and the Heart Foundation and YMCA, I should say.
Well, I was going to just ask that question. You answered my question for you. I mean, that's and that only helps them put, stands in the, fans in the stands with, when they're promoting what they're doing, because it is entertaining. It was a Sunday afternoon, and really, NFL football is not going on anymore, and it was really relaxing for me just to go in, and of course, I have a good relationship with Mike Houston. I mean, what a class act to get him involved. I mean, been a boys basketball coach. He's been a girls basketball coach. Yes. He's done unbelievable charity things in his whole life, and has been really a big supporter of ProView Networks. And I really have. When he was hired, it was like really, that was awesome of you to think of him, to get him back into. And he was also a referee. I mean, he's refereeing right now. He's still
a referee, and to be honest with you, he was referred to me again. I came to town, I didn't know a lot of people, so was referred to me by the New Mexico Activities Association. So I was looking for a coach. I had spoken with lots of people, and I was looking for a specific profile, And when we spoke the first time, right the first conversation, I mean, he just said, Nick, I want this. If you give me the chance, I want this. I wanna coach this team. He told me about his credentials. I've had my due diligence before, and it's a guy. He's a down-to-earth guy. He's done that. He's someone. He has 33 years of basketball in his belt. In New Mexico, he's the type of coach you want to have on your team. He's beside being a coach, he's a mentor to those young fellas. He's really want to teach them not just the tactics, but just some fundamentals that some of them still lack, even though some of them have played at some level. But so he is the type of coach that I want to have on my team. He's great. I mean, and we hope he's successful in this enterprise. Absolutely.
Well, my question is, are they practicing now, or do you have practice?
No, we practice. It's a professional team. You have to practice, to put a good show when it comes, game day. So we practice Tuesdays and Thursdays. So tonight we're gonna have a practice at Elite Sports Academy, and I want to thank you, Chester Fuller, to give us a chance to use his facilities. Very great guy, Chester. And we're gonna practice tonight, and we're gonna practice on the 21st also at the Elite Sports Academy, and then we will practice at Grace Church on the 26th before our game.
Well, again, March 31st, tickets $7. Administration deal, entertaining.
Entertaining, exciting, and affordable family entertainment for $7, guys.
Well, Nick, I want to thank you for coming on the Steve Davis Show, and I really admire you coming to Albuquerque and bringing this opportunity for us to watch pro basketball.
This is a great city, Steve. This is a great city, and my family is very happy here. We have been here for some time. I love this place, and I hope the community can support us and to make this team, the Bull Snake, a successful team.
Well, thank you a lot for coming on the Steve Davis Show.
Thank you. I hope not time that you invite me, Steve.